From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision Weekly.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Weekly. We're glad you joined us for this look at what's happening in and around Troy University. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Well, Saturday was Troy University's Military Appreciation Football game where the school honored the men and women who are serving and who have served in the armed forces. However, before the game, one of Troy's most highly decorated alums was on campus signing copies of a book telling the story that led to him receiving the Medal of Honor. Sam Granville has the story.
This recent Saturday's Military Appreciation Day kicked off a few hours before the game as war hero Benny Adkins held a book signing for his incredible story put to words called A Tiger Among Us. Troy alum Adkins was presented with the prestigious Medal of Honor in 2014 for his above and beyond service in the Army during the Vietnam War.
I was super humble because I spent time and much of what I was doing was top secret, and eventually after about 48 years, much of this was declassified and enough information was available that they decided at that time frame that they would go ahead with the award of the Medal of Honor to me.
Adkins was joined with his wife at the signing and the co-author who collaborated with him to bring the amazing true story into the light.
We had a mutual friend who knew that I was a writer and that Benny needed a co-writer or co-author. So he introduced us in a Starbucks at Tigertown in Opelika, and we got along. So we just decided that this could be a good collaboration.
Benny Adkins' story is yet another reminder of how grateful we should be to live in America.
More importantly, I've learned so much about what sacrifices these people in the service make that you hear about, but until you start hearing stories like this, I don't think it strikes home as much as it does when you've got that first-hand account.
In addition to his bravery and honor, Adkins shared some words of wisdom for the students of Troy University.
In my opinion, what I think any student throughout the country needs to know is, number one, they need to become as well educated as they can and do whatever they would like to do and become fully qualified to meet the requirements of what they want to do.
Adkins said that while he is originally from Oklahoma, Alabama is his home and he will forever be a proud alum of Troy University. After the signing, Adkins partook in the honorary coin flip before watching the Trojans' big win in the Vet. Sam Granville, Troy TrojanVision News.
Thursday marked Troy University's first ever Giving Day, a new event designed to encourage Trojans everywhere to join together and give financially to the school they love. Stuart Bradley shows us one of the ways the school is encouraging people to give.
On Thursday, Troy University's Office of Development hosted their first Giving Day on the main quad. Anybody who wanted to could give a donation to the Troy program of their choice.
University, obviously there's a lot of growth going on campus. I feel like there's new buildings going up every day, it seems like. And so this is just an opportunity for all of these people to come out and support these programs and the growth of Troy University.
As incentive to get people to donate, those who did so were allowed to choose a free gift based on how much they donated.
So that's the reason we're set up on the quad today, is to so we can be visible and we can get some people to show their support.
For those who cannot donate at the booth, donations for Giving Day will be active online at givingday.troy.edu until midnight Thursday. And while Giving Day only lasts once a year, people can still make donations year-round at troy.edu/give.
You can go to the troy.edu website, you go to the Office of Development, and there's a lot of opportunities to give there. You can choose any fund, you can call our office at any time, and more than happy to take care of you. You can make a gift or donate at any point in time.
Stuart Bradley, Troy TrojanVision News.
Last week, some Trojans played a round of golf with Troy University Chancellor Jack Hawkins as a way to help a pair of student ministries. Lauren Harkson has all the action from the annual Chancellor's Invitational Golf Tournament and a report from our Montgomery News Bureau.
How would you like to play your favorite sport while supporting a good cause? That's what many Trojans had the opportunity to be a part of on Wednesday. The 16th annual Chancellor's Invitational Golf Tournament allowed Trojans of all backgrounds to come together and support the John W. Schmidt Student Ministries and Troy University's athletic ministry.
this is yet another way in which we serve students, and we're able to help a lot of students, particularly student athletes. And so we're happy to have had continued that tradition all this time, and it just keeps getting bigger and better.
And with the tournament continuing to grow, this year they exceeded numbers with a record-breaking 144 players.
We actually have a full tournament this year. We have 36 teams who have registered to play. This is the first time we've had been able to fill up both courses. We have been a few short for a couple of years, but this year we reached it and maxed out our 2 courses.
Being the largest turnout in the history of the Chancellor's Invitational Golf Tournament, these players are just here to spend time with each other and have a ball.
I'm not going to say that I'm going to do well, but hey, I'm having a good time.
Most of us aren't the greatest golfers in the world, but it's the opportunity to come together with people who love Troy University, support Troy University, and it's just a fun afternoon.
And with the tournament being held every year on the last Wednesday in September, you can start signing up your team now.
It's never too early to sign up. Just give us a call. You can reach us at 334-670-3608 or email us at events@troy.edu.
In Prattville, Lauren Harkson, Troy, TrojanVision News.
While some students are sitting in class listening to lectures, writing down notes about history, others are traveling the world to experience much of that same history for school credit. Troy University's Study Abroad program hosts a fair every semester to display study abroad options. Lauren Harkson has the details.
I'm looking to go to England, France, Germany, and Nepal.
What is your dream destination? Italy, Ecuador, China? Now what if you could go to this dream place and also get class credit? That's what hundreds of students decide to do each and every year, and the Study Abroad Fair educates Troy students on all of these available opportunities.
Troy offers 2 different opportunities for our students, an exchange program, which can be for a semester or 2 semesters, and also faculty-led programs. Those are short-term, 10 days to 2 or 3 weeks.
We'll be going to Kathmandu, which is the main city of Nepal. Then we'll go to Lumbini, which is where the Buddha was born.
And with so many interesting opportunities, you might think students are filling up these trips, but the thing holding them back is either fear or uneducation. And the Study Abroad Fair is here to change all that.
I wasn't interested in a study abroad trip until I got to talking to people, and they told me about this trip to Europe where you get to go see the D-Day Memorial on the anniversary of D-Day. I just think the unique opportunity of going over to a different country and experiencing a different culture that you don't experience over here would be just almost once in a lifetime.
So, what's holding you back?
It's easier now in your lifetime to go and travel and have that experience than it will be later. Once you have a job, car payment, mortgage, children, then going away on a trip like this becomes very difficult. Now is the time to do it. It's when you've got the freedom to do it.
For more information on Study Abroad, you can visit their website at troy.edu/international/troyabroad. Lauren Harkson, Troy, TrojanVision News.
We'll take a short break, but when we return, we'll see how Troy's Student Government Association is helping some local school children get equipped for class. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Now back to Troy TrojanVision News Weekly.
K-12 students have been back in school for a little over a month now, but the need for school supplies is still present. So Troy Student Government Association is lending a helping hand to public schools in the area by collecting school supplies. Seth Hawk has more.
Troy University Student Government Association, along with the University President's Council for the state of Alabama, are running a school supply drive at universities all over the state.
So we're having a school supply drive for area students around here. The University President's Council is a group consisting of all of the state, university, and college SGA presidents, and so this is our joint philanthropic effort to kind of reach students in our own specific areas.
The University President's Council is a group made up entirely of SGA presidents across the state.
So it's really a networking opportunity for all of us to get to know each other and know who each other are and call upon each other when needed. So I've talked with Grace and Price, who are the two presidents of our UPC. Grace is with South Alabama and Price is with the University of Alabama, and they kind of head up this philanthropic effort. So they're kind of just telling us when the dates are, and we're rolling with the punches and getting it done.
As far as where the school supplies will go, they will go to help local schools in the Pike County area.
So we'll be giving them to area schools. We're going to contact both Pike County and Troy City schools and see the students that are in need. We have a list of items that will be up on all of SGA's social media, so feel free to come donate to the kids in our area.
To donate school supplies, you can drop items off at President McKenzie's office in 215 Trojan Center.
And the school supply drive is not the only thing on the SGA's agenda within the next couple of weeks. Shantia Wilson has an update on what else the SGA has planned.
Troy University Student Government Association held a meeting Tuesday night to prepare for big events happening throughout the rest of the week. The first event, held Wednesday night, will be the pep rally and Trojan Madness, where students will help cheer on the football team and prepare for basketball season.
Athletics is giving out all kinds of stuff for Trojan Madness, clothes, t-shirts, all kinds of stuff. ESPN's going to be there filming, so you could be on TV. So it's going to be really cool to get hyped for basketball season and also for the football game Thursday.
The best way to get involved is for students to show up with a positive and cheerful attitude, and we want everyone to show their Trojan pride. So at the pep rally tomorrow at 6:30 in Trojan Arena, be there and get really excited with us.
And while some students will be rooting for the Trojans, others may be looking for a way to get involved on campus. The SGA passed a constitution for a new organization, the Canterbury Club.
They're based off of Christian principles, the Episcopal denomination, but they do so many other things. They like to get students involved on campus. They like to do activities and service projects. And from what I understood, they just really like to get people together and let people make friends, you know, and just feel at home and comfortable. You know, a lot of students come to Troy and they don't know how to get involved, and a lot of times they get bored when they're not doing schoolwork. So any campus organization is a good way to get involved, but I think adding the Canterbury Club will really just give students another way of getting involved on campus.
The SGA also discussed Giving Day and its importance to the university.
Decided to make a donation towards Giving Day. Giving Day is very important to the university. It's how we sponsor buildings. It's how we sponsor new academic programs. Tuition helps keep the university afloat and keeps it running, but it's what goes over the top to get us nice things like the rec center that's going up now.
Troy University Giving Day is on October 4th. Shantia Wilson, Troy, TrojanVision News.
With a Thursday night nationally televised football game in the Vet, Troy students spent Wednesday night getting pepped up. But not just about football. As Brianna Jones shows us, football shared the spotlight with basketball in an action-packed event in Trojan Arena.
Not only is October the month for spooky sights and breast cancer awareness, for Trojan fans, it's the month of Trojan Madness since March is a little far away. The men's and women's basketball team held this event to kick off basketball season, which is a few weeks away, and show support to the football team's game against Georgia State on Thursday night.
I'm very excited about it. We just showcased a little bit. We got great shooters, great players, so it's going to be a good season. Please come out and support because we're going to play well, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
I am very excited. I want everybody to come out and support. It's the most talented team I have been on too, so I'm ready for it.
Back in 2017, both teams were Sun Belt champions, and their #1 goal is to get back there as well as back to the NCAA tournament.
Oh, I promise you, if y'all come to the games, we're going to get a championship.
I'm super excited, you know, being my senior year, the last one, a good way to go out is to bring that championship back here.
Very excited because I know we're going to win it. I say that the most humblest way I can. Going to win.
The women's team will return to the court November 1st to take on West Florida for their exhibition game. The men will also kick their season off in November, but their opponent is to be announced. Brianna Jones, Troy, TrojanVision News.
We're going to take another quick break, but when we come back, we'll take a look at some of the local fair fun. That's coming up right after this, so stay tuned.
So they say it's a man's world? Well, I don't see anybody's name on it. While they were out doing their thing, we slowly changed all that. We changed all that. Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
Now back to TrojanVision News Weekly.
October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is an annual campaign to raise awareness about the disease. And some students on campus showed their support by decorating some undergarments. Brianna Jones has the story.
To kick off October, the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority held their annual bra decorating event to raise awareness for breast cancer.
This event is hosted by Troy AKAs and the Troy Noobs and the Miss Elite Society. Basically, we're just bringing awareness to breast cancer and just kickstarting Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we're decorating bras today. It's actually a contest. The winner gets a prize. Basically, we have targets that we have to hit every year, and this is under one of our targets. And basically, we're just hitting that and just bringing more awareness to breast cancer because it's affecting so many people around the world, and just bringing more awareness to that on campus and just really getting in there and getting everybody aware of it.
As Mackenzie mentioned, participants can win a prize by sending pictures to the sorority of their decorated bras, and the winner is announced at their breast cancer walk later in the month.
My grandmother used to have breast cancer. It's very important that we get it out, let people know that we could raise awareness for this month and raise money for this purpose.
And for these women, bra decorating is not the end of them getting their message to the world.
October 27th, MPHC and Homecoming Committee and Relay for Life will be having a breast cancer walk on the main quad from 9 to 1. And the theme, 9 to 12. The theme is Scare Away Breast Cancer, and we asked that all students come out in their best costumes, and we'll be having a costume contest, and the person with the best costume will get a surprise.
Brianna Jones, Troy, TrojanVision News.
If anyone was looking to ride some roller coasters, snack on junk food, or browse some local merchandise, the Troy Shrine Club had local residents covered. Sarah Weeks explains.
If you smelled cotton candy or corn dogs or even heard the sound of carnival music, it's probably because the 66th annual Pike County Fair is in town. The fair opened Tuesday night and features rides, music, food, and exhibits. And for one fair goer, another enjoyable feature is the location.
It's all right. My granddaughter's enjoying it. I don't ride anything, so. Well, it was close. I'm from Brundage, and it was close.
The fair is sponsored by the Troy Shrine Club, and proceeds from the fair go toward children's hospitals.
We have helped over 1,400,000 children at no cost to the parents or anybody. And it's our privilege to be working and raising money to help the children.
The fair not only helps patients of the child hospitals, some fairgoers say it provides a safe and fun event for local parents and children.
It's a safe peace of mind in knowing that we can all spend and enjoy our time together here at the fair and not have to worry about anybody taking our children or any of the other crazy things that you hear in the community these days.
And while safety might be the parents' favorite part of the fair, for the kids, their favorite part is easy to guess.
Everything she's been on, she enjoyed it. I'm serious, she done rode about 3 rides.
The favorite is ultimately the four-wheeler ride. We may close this place down. He loves it so much.
If you were unable to come out tonight, don't worry. The fair will be open until Saturday, October 6th. Each night will feature a band and artist, and the rides will be open every night. Sarah Weeks, Troy, TrojanVision News.
And for even more fairground fun, folks could take the trip up Highway 231 to Montgomery and then Alabama National Fair. Anna Kate Patterson has the details from our Montgomery News Bureau.
With October comes slightly cooler temperatures, pumpkin-flavored everything, and fair season. The state of Alabama hosts numerous annual fairs and festivals throughout the fall season, not the least of which being Montgomery's Alabama National Fair.
It's something for other people to do, you know, with your families, a good outing, because it's not much in Montgomery to do for a family outing.
2018 holds the 65th Alabama National Fair, which started in 1954 as the South Alabama State Fair.
We changed our name back in the 90s to the Alabama National Fair because we have competitors coming in from other states. So we're no longer just a state fair, but we're a national fair.
And after so many years returning to the Montgomery area, why do residents keep coming back?
I like the corn dogs and the funnel cakes.
All the rides and eating.
Something to look forward to. People look forward to coming for the rides. We've had concerts. We've had a lot of big name entertainment through the years.
According to Russell, backed by popular demand, Fantasia will return to the Alabama National Fair this year on Sunday, October 7th at 7 p.m.
We do not sell a ticket for a concert. You buy a ticket to the fair. The concert is free with fair admission. So it's one of those, the seating is first come, first served. There's no reserved seating for that.
Opportunities for a discounted admission are available throughout the week, including Ladies' Night on Tuesday and $1 admission night on Thursday. To find out how to receive those discounts, you can visit alnationalfair.org. In Montgomery, Anna Kate Patterson, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Well, it's time for our last break. When we return, we'll learn about Troy Theater's upcoming production of Taming of the Shrew. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Did you go to the school? Calm down, please. Where did you look? We didn't make a plan somehow. If I just.
He's a smart boy, and he's gonna be okay.
Okay, try to call him again.
There's no reception. Everything is down.
Try.
I can't.
Try already.
Nothing's working.
Well, just
everything's
try.
down.
Do you think he's on his way? Please. Is he okay?
Laura.
Please tell me he's okay.
I need you to calm down.
What? It's my baby. This is so bad. He's out there by himself.
Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov.
Now back to Troy Trojan Vision News Weekly.
Troy University's Department of Theater and Dance will present a Shakespearean classic next week. We'll learn more about the show in this week's Trojan Talk. Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. With me today is Noah Williams and Caitlin Hicks, I guess, stars of Taming of the Shrew, the main characters in a production of Taming of the Shrew here by the Troy Department of Theater and Dance. I want to thank you both for joining me here today. So,
thank you.
And as I mentioned, Taming of the Shrew, it's a tale that many people are familiar with in original Shakespeare and some of the adaptations throughout the years. But tell us a little about this production we're going to see of Taming of the Shrew here at Troy University. So.
Sure. This production, it starts off in the country of Padua, and Petruchio and a few others have come to Padua in search for fun and for love. And so Petruchio sets off and places a wager. There's a wager that if he marries Caterina, who is the shrewest shrew of all, that he will get some money out of it. In the process, Petruchio starts falling for Caterina, and Caterina starts falling for Petruchio. And there's some subplots going on, and it's a lot of hilarity that ensues. So.
And we're looking at Petruchio and Caterina here
Yes.
on stage with us here, and talk a little bit about that, about I guess taking on two famous roles. Even if people don't know the play,
sure,
they kind of know the concept and they've
Yeah.
heard of it. And they know what's going on with it, especially someone like the Shrew, playing the Shrew, because obviously you're not that bad in real life. So how's it like to be playing a part like that? So
well, I am in real life. I'm a very strong-willed person, and so it's been really fun to tap into being able to be very strong-willed, but play a little bit on the crazier spectrum of it. Because I'm pretty level-headed in real life. I'm pretty reasonable, I'd like to think. But in this, it's really fun to kind of go a little bit farther and be kind of crazy sometimes. It's fun to, it's kind of a stress reliever in a way.
And you two have been in a number of productions here, and some classics you've all been a part of, but this is true classics. You're talking Shakespeare here. And so what's it like to be able to put Shakespeare, bring Shakespeare to life on the stage here at Troy? So.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, Shakespeare is one of those things I think that any actor can really sink their teeth into and learn a lot from and take it wherever they go in their acting career. It's going to help them out. It's really nice to be able to delve into that with fellow students and our director and really explore what Shakespeare means today. Yeah.
And I've never actually, you're very, very equipped in Shakespeare, but this is my first time I've ever taken it on, and it's been so, a lot of times it's been sublime almost. Sometimes I have to stop and say, whoa, like, this is over 500 years old and we're still doing it today. And when you take on a language that we don't use colloquially now, it's like, when you truly understand what you're saying, it's so beneficial for contemporary work you do because it helps you really, really understand the contemporary words you're saying.
Well, and you mentioned something that's so old, and part of that is, especially in today's environment, a story about objectifying women. And obviously, in today's world, there's got to be a way you can work with that. And I know you probably playing a fine line between telling that story to modern audiences.
Oh, yes. I think that is what our director made very clear at the beginning of this process, was that there were cuts made to the script, and that our production would not be about the subjugation of women, but rather about love and about two very, very, very difficult people meeting each other and falling in love. There is nobody else for Caterina besides Petruchio, and nobody for Petruchio besides Caterina.
We find an equality of sorts and a balance with each other that we both need very much in the show.
And that's one of those things that shows that love can be found anywhere, even in the most difficult of people. So now, if anyone is interested in seeing this production, obviously we've probably got their vision looking towards seeing this couple come together on stage. How can they see it?
Well, it opens next Thursday, October 11th through 14th. It runs the 11th through 13th at 7 o'clock in the Trojan Center Theater, and the 14th at 2:30. And tickets are $5 for students, $10 for general admission. But we are having flash ticket sales in the TC downstairs food cafeteria from 11 to 1 next Thursday and Friday, and they're selling them for $1.
All right.
And you should also all follow the Instagram and Snapchat for some cast takeovers we're doing.
All right, and I'm due to see you guys behind the scenes to get a little bit of insight to what's going on. Well, here's hoping that folks get a chance to see this couple make it happen, even as difficult as it might be. Looking forward to see that happen. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk. And that's what happened this week. To find out what's happening throughout the week, you can tune into Troy TrojanVision News at 5, 6:30, and 10:30 Monday through Friday, or anytime by following us on Twitter at Troy TV News. Also, feel free to like our Troy TrojanVision News fan page on Facebook to see online content from Troy TrojanVision News. We hope you join us again next week for another edition of Troy TrojanVision Weekly. Have a good week.